But the thing is, you are living in another country. You've made the choice to go to another country and reap the rewards of that country. So then, why do you have the right to say what's going on in that country that you're not there in?
Wait, hold on.
Hi.
Hey.
So, today we're going to talk about voting in Bulgarian elections. We have two people here.
To real-life Bulgarians.
In the flesh.
Exactly.
In the flesh.
So we thought that it's an interesting topic because it's kind of taken over the whole country, and we're going to have a little bit of a discussion.
Is it true that you guys have got an entertainer that's in your who's won the election? Because I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
Slavi Trifonov, yeah?
Who? What's his name?
Slavi Trifonov.
Swavi Trifonov.
Yeah.
Slavi Trifonov,
Right.
yeah.
That's the one.
What do you guys think of him?
He's a showman, like, well, I think...
I have my reservations towards him. I don't particularly think that he is who he's presenting to be.
Right.
I like most of our politicians, shall I say.
Right.
But I still think that, it is important to vote whatever, even if I don't like someone, that doesn't mean that others won't. And I think this is the point of an election, like a democratic election. Yeah.
What were your personal reasons to vote? And I can tell you mine.
Well, my personal reason was that this is your democratic right. So if you don't follow and if you don't vote, then you don't have the right to say anything of what's happening afterwards. So
That's true. Yeah.
So you have no word, and this is your one time where your vote counts, and if you don't do it, then forget about it. You have no say. You're just a face in the crowd.
Yeah, you can't, you don't have the right to then, like, turn around and go, oh, it's crap, what have we done? Like,
Exactly. What have you done?
Yeah.
I didn't vote. Oh, I can then be quiet.
Although, people could say that, when, like, the election has... I mean, I can imagine that people that don't vote feel like there's no good candidates, so they cannot consciously give their vote for someone they don't really believe in. And I think that's a valid point, but I think, you still have to try and just out of the whole bunch of rotten apples, you still have to pick one. I think.
You kind of need to think of what's the least, like, you have a bunch of people, and if you don't pick one to vote for, then someone else will. Someone will cast the vote for you. Well, in a sense, like, they're going to vote. You're not going to vote.
And I personally really think that it shows that you care, because I know, especially as we live abroad, it's not easy always to get to a voting section, but it's your right, as you said, and if you don't do it, to me, it just feels like you don't care what's happening in your country. And having the intention of going back or not is another thing, but I do want to go back, and I want to go back to a country where I feel like I'm welcomed, I have the opportunities that I have here.
But if I can add to what you just said, there's loads of people, loads of Bulgarians that think that we should not have the right to vote when we are outside Bulgaria.
Are these people living in Bulgaria then?
I don't want to make a generalization, but yes, so most people they do live in Bulgaria. Like the people that I know that are saying this is their argument is, you don't have to say what's happening in the country if you don't live in the country.
So do you not think they've got a point then?
Well, not really, because I'm working here now, I'm living here now, but my family is in Bulgaria, and I will at some point be going back, or I'm going back every now and again. Just like Jenny said, I don't want to see the country in disrepair, or I care what's happening. I want people to have a good life, and I'm a Bulgarian national, so
you are actually in the first place. I don't still have a British nationality, but even if I do, my nationality would always be first Bulgarian, and I'm proud of that. And
okay, I'm not for or against. You know me. I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? But the thing is, you are living in another country. You've made the choice to go to another country and reap the rewards of that country. So then, why do you have the right to say what's going on in that country that you're not there?
Because of
anymore?
Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Because of the
But I
family.
cannot vote here, can I? I'm not allowed to because I don't have. I'm not a British citizen.
Okay.
So if I can vote here where I'm living,
Right,
because I'm not a British citizen, even though I have the legal right to live and work here,
right.
then what? Am I being ripped of my right to vote and have a say in whatever country it is? And I think it is most important to have a say in for the country that you've grown up and you know you feel close to. So yes, I'm living here now.
That makes sense.
And
I
for the
think-
future and for the family.
I think I can definitely see why you're saying that, and I can see why some people may say that. But yeah, if you then you should be able to vote in the country that you currently reside in. But then again, that's kind of because you never know. I mean, you know, some people, you know, you could live in the UK for like a few years and then go back. Some people come in the UK with no intention of staying. Funny story is myself, like I came to visit him and ended up staying, doing college, and then started working here. I did university. So I've been here for like 9 years. So never had the intention to completely stay.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen in the future, where I'm going to end up. You know, I do have the intention to go back to Bulgaria. But
At some point,
Yeah.
this is what we've been
And then-
saying
and
for
then-
many years.
and,
now.
and then some people, you know, they think that, you know, they're gonna stay in for example the UK, but they only stay here for a few months and then go back.
Right,
So I think if you were to like revoke someone's right to vote for their you know where their nationality is, then you'd have to give them the right to vote in the country they currently reside. But then that would be a whole lot of bureaucracy.
Yeah, I agree.
But another thing that I thought while we were saying this is we actually, I don't know the statistics, I don't know the exact numbers. However, a lot of Bulgarians that live abroad, they actually send money back to their relatives. To Bulgaria. Like a lot of money is being sent back. Yes, these are money that was made in abroad, but it's going back to Bulgaria to help.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna get the UK nationalists saying, "Get out of my country! You're sucking the lifeblood out of my country." It's gonna be controversial.
Well, it's a controversial topic generally, but
Yeah.
going back to why I think you should vote. Another thing is that I think about it like this: you make the simple choices of what to eat and what to wear. Voting actually gives you power, and there is bigger things in life that I'm sure you care about more than eating and dressing yourself, like social issues, like I don't know, racism and healthcare.
It's a big assumption you're making there.
Yeah, I know. But I, you know, if you don't vote for these things, like I care how much my grandmother in Bulgaria would have as a pension, because I can see how much she's struggling, and I can see how all elderly people really receive such little money. So if I care about these issues, I have the power through voting to do something about it, right?
Yeah, that is right. If you actually believe in the programs of the people that are leading the parties, which is another point, is people have lost trust in who they're voting for, and when they've been lied to multiple times, you don't trust them anymore. You're kind of like, wow,
That's politics, though, isn't it?
yeah.
In general.
Even if you don't want to vote, then you should at least vote for I don't care for
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah.
Because then in that way you're not given you know, at least you have a clear conscience saying, well, you know.
I've expressed
I don't
my
agree.
opinion.
But I definitely don't agree. Like, you must like. There must be one party at least that matches your political views just a little bit. Even if you don't believe what the party stands for, or you know, there must be something in the policies that they're putting forward that you like, and at least you could vote for someone.
Okay, then, so what if, right, then, the one party was saying, we believe that everyone should be earning less than 5 lev a week, right? And then the other party says, okay, we believe that all Bulgarians should be earning more than 20 lev an hour, but we think that the Turkish government should rule Bulgaria. Then what then? Are you going to choose one because they give you more money, or are you going to tick the other box that says, I don't
Well,
want
depends on what's more important for you. If it's independence or money. But no, yeah, I get what you're saying. But then you get the populist parties like that promise things like oh, the minimum wage is going to be 3,000 levs, and you know that's not realistic. But people, they kind of believe this. A lot of people are vulnerable, like they believe this because they would like it to be true, but it's not. And then these are the parties that would win a lot of people by lie.
Right.
I mean, if I can relate to Brexit in a way, you know.
Right.
Well, I don't want to get political, but
Yeah, that's true, and it actually reminds me of how many problems we've had with parties trying to buy votes, which I don't know if it happens in the UK, but in Bulgaria it's actually hard to hide it. And my mom I didn't even know that there is a position like this, that somebody, not only her, but a few people would be observing the people who come and vote outside to make sure that there isn't somebody coming and buying your vote on the day. So they're like observers. They're actually paid to observe.
Oh yeah. We had Tsetsko do that. Do you remember Tsetsko?
Yeah.
oh, God.
Yeah, Tsetsko he did that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy that you need to have that kind of position, because you don't believe that, you know, that until the last moment somebody will have the audacity to go and try to give you 5 level, 50 level.
Shall we mention that Bulgaria is now literally one of the, well, maybe the only country in the EU and maybe in the Western world that allows voting by machine voting. Bulgaria now, this is the only way you can vote on a machine.
Well, not the only way, because you and I ended up voting. You ended up voting on the machine, and
That
I
is
sent
because
you the
that's only in abroad.
Yeah. Well, that was
Yeah.
very interesting. I've learned a few things today.
Yeah.
That's hot topic.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having us,
It's
for
been a
coming
pleasure.
What about you guys out there? Who did you vote for in the Bulgarian
No,
election?
you cannot do that. Did you vote?
Did you vote?
What do you think about the whole thing?
And if you didn't vote, why didn't you vote?
Oh.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I should be like, hey, give these 100 people